What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Tisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Really interesting video. Chick gets rejected, but not in the way that you think. No more wasting time. You're going to want to hear this. Let's get it.
So I just got rejected in the absolute weirdest way possible.
Now, my first thoughts are, well, most women don't get rejected, so this is actually odd. So I want to pay attention here. Let's listen.
I met this guy and we kind of like hit it off in like a friend way.
Hold on to that now. They hit it off in like a friend way. Keep that in mind.
And he was like, if you ever want to go out sometime, like, let me know. I'm like, okay, perfect. I texted him and he wanted to go on like a double date with my friend and I. So it was like, perfect. So he had one of his guy friends, like, kind of set it up with my friend. And I just got this text today, and let me show you what he said. Hey, Braylee, I didn't want to ghost you, so I figured I'd just text. I think you and your friend are way out of mine and my homie's league. So we both decided to not put together a date night so we don't, I'm assuming he meant to say, waste our time. You're super hot and are going to do great here in Arizona. Best wishes.
Now, based on the original, we hit it off in a friend way. I think you kind of know why he bailed on you. Because he could tell that this wasn't going to be anything more than a friendship. More than likely, he thought, she's probably just using us for a free meal or a free ride for a night. I know y'all don't like hearing that, but that's more than likely the truth.
Like, are men literally okay? Like, what is going on? Because I've never heard of this in my life. I don't know how to take it. I don't think I'm going to respond because I'm just like, do you guys have girlfriends? Like, what is happening? All I could take from that was you think I'm super hot.
It really had nothing to do with y'all being out of their league. It was that you thought you were out of their league. And I guarantee they picked up on it. Y'all probably talked throughout the week about while setting this date up and everything, showing the friend and the pictures and everything else. More than likely, through your text, you were acting like you were all that and a bag of chips. So their instincts of, yeah, they're just using us for a night out and free drinks and free food,
Right,
was probably spot on. That, my dear, is why they kind of ghosted you. But kudos to them for at least sending the message and saying, yeah, we're not going to go out with you anymore. Because most women, they just won't respond. They'll let you show up at the date and then you just sit there twiddling your thumbs by yourself, thinking she's still going to show up when she doesn't. Exactly what you saw at the end. I'm not going to respond.
So this is a really interesting video because I've never seen this before. We have a man who just avoided the friend zone in the most, like, the nicest way possible. He met this chick, and like the guy was saying who was reacting to the video, he says like he probably could sense that you thought you were too good for him. What does that mean? Well, he probably could sense that you weren't interested in him. And she said we linked in a friend way the first time. And then later on, you notice she starts talking about, like, I don't know, do you guys have girlfriends? And she tries to make it sound like it could have been a date or it was a friendship date. Friendship date. There's two things women do with nice guys like this is ignore them or use them for validation. They know what he wants. And when a woman is seriously going on a date, there's no question, there's no gray area of, oh, are we going as friends or is this a guy who I'm actually interested in? And he could tell that there was too much of a friendship vibe. How could he tell? There's only one way you could tell. He probably drinks coffee. The man probably had a cup of espresso. I don't know. I like to think he stumbled on the coffee pod and decided to take steps to change his life. Now we just got to convince him to stop sending those texts telling a woman that she's out of his league. That's just he doesn't have to do that. You don't have to do that, bro. That's crazy. Shout out to him for seeing things for what they really were. Now, you could be saying he could have tried harder and been more purposeful in letting her know that he found her attractive, like sexually, because I would actually agree with you in that. Is you never want to present a date like You know, a lot of guys would do this, like, oh, you want to hang out sometime. Like, you're not sure. It feels like she's friend zoning you and you're not sure. You want to just go for it and let her know that you find her attractive. And usually women, when you're really open, unless if, they're just trying to use you, and some of them will, they'll say, no, actually, I don't feel you in that way. But at the end of the day, he avoided the friend zone. Let's check out some of these comments, man. See what the people have to say. First comment here says, he realized he was only going to be used. Somebody else here added, she adds him to the friend zone and he recognizes the body language, so he just turned the tables on her. Somebody else responded and says, we're evolving. Here's another comment that says, yep, men are waking up. This is true, man. This is definitely a sign that more men are getting caffeinated by the day. With the 100 emoji, goes on to say, don't simp, fellas. Good for this guy. Good for this guy. Another comment here says, things are insanely expensive now and guys don't want to lay out $300 to be friend zoned. Imagine that. Imagine that there are dudes out there right now paying to be friend zoned. Paying to be friend zoned. They're paying for that service. Here's another comment that says, haha, he felt her energy, good for him. Somebody else here added 100 emoji. They wanted to keep their hard-earned money and canceled on them in a very polite way. Another comment here says he knew he was already in the friend zone. Yes. And another woman here added, what if the guy just didn't like her at all and was just being nice? This is that one-track mind that women have of, like, they think you operate the way they do. Even though he didn't like her, he still wanted to bust those cheeks. Let's be real. I'm not saying he should have. I'm just saying, right? There's still that attraction. Another person responded and says he would not have complimented her. Guys, listen, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.